May I proceed?
Yes.
Officer Foster, you just told us on direct examination that you asked Miss Dawson whether or not she lost control of the car because of the rain. Isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
You told this jury, that you didn't get a response.
She continued to say, I don't know what happened.
Officer Foster, isn't it true that she was blaming the rain?
She mentioned it, yes, but she continued to say, I don't know.
So when you told this jury that you didn't get a response from Miss Dawson, that wasn't true.
I didn't get a consistent response.
But she did tell you she was blaming the rain.
That and other things, yes, sir.
Now let's talk about where you were stationed on Canyon Road. You said you were stationed at the 17-mile marker. Is that correct?
Thereabouts.
You said that you were just feet away from the accident. Isn't that true?
It happened a couple yards away, yes.
But before the accident occurred, you had actually turned around your car. Isn't that true?
That's right, I had to respond to that officer in trouble.
So you were responding to the 101 in progress.
1001, yes.
1001, I'm sorry, I don't know the lingo. So 1001 in progress, you were responding to that.
Yes, sir.
So that means that 54 miles an hour number that you got from your radar gun, well, that wasn't when Miss Dawson swerved onto the grass. Isn't that true?
It was shortly before.
But you don't have a radar gun reading of when Miss Dawson swerved into the grass.
No, sir.
You don't have a radar gun reading of when she swerved back onto the road.
No, sir.
You don't have a radar gun reading of when she crashed into a tree.
No, sir.
Well, let's talk about what you saw then. Well, you told us a moment ago that you were responding to the 1001. Did I get that correctly?
Yes.
So you were responding to the 1001.
That's right.
Well, that means that you didn't actually see the crash. Isn't that true?
Like I said.
So you weren't there to see Miss Dawson swerve onto the right side of the road.
That's correct.
You weren't there to see Miss Dawson swerve back onto the road.
I wasn't there. That's right.
You don't know if there was anything in the road. You didn't see anything in the road. Isn't that true?
I wasn't there.
But you can confirm for the members of the jury that you're familiar with Canyon Road.
Of course.
You've seen animals on Canyon Road.
I have.
In fact, you talked about some photos on direct examination, but one of the photos that you didn't show the jury is this deer crossing sign. Isn't that true?
That's right. That's about a mile south of where this accident happened.
So there is a deer crossing sign on Canyon Road.
That's right.
Now let's talk about that radar gun reading. You mentioned that you clocked Miss Dawson at 54 miles an hour. Isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
And when you clocked her, you considered the conditions of Canyon Road. Isn't that true?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, you considered that it was raining.
The radar gun reading is the radar gun reading.
But when you did see her, you visually observed that it was raining.
Yes.
You considered that. Isn't that true?
I knew that it was raining. Yes.
When you were stationed on Canyon Road, you were looking to pull over some unsafe drivers. Isn't that true?
Well, that's my job on patrol. We look for any unsafe driving.
And when you were looking for unsafe drivers, you considered how fast Miss Dawson was going.
Yes, sir.
You considered the conditions of Canyon Road.
Yes, sir.
You considered that it was raining.
Yes.
In fact, at one point you thought she might have been hydroplaning. Isn't that true?
I thought that was a possibility.
You considered that as well.
Yes.
Now, Officer Foster, you have over a decade of experience in the police force. Isn't that true?
That's true.
You know what to look for when looking for an unsafe driver. You do know that, right?
Yes.
And if you thought Miss Dawson was driving unsafely, we can confirm for the jury you would have pulled her over.
If I had known for sure she was driving drunk, you bet.
Well, if you thought she was driving unsafely when you considered the rain, the conditions of Canyon Road, and how fast she was going, if you thought she was driving unsafely, you would have pulled her over.
If I had known for sure how she was driving drunk, you bet.
Your Honor, move to strike is not responsive.
The motion is granted. Ask the question.
Your Honor, I ask the court to admonish the witness to answer the question.
Just ask the question again.
When you considered the rain, considered how fast Miss Dawson was going, if you thought she was driving unsafely, you would have pulled her over.
Yes.
But you didn't pull over for a speeding ticket.
No, I didn't get the chance.
Well, you say you didn't get a chance, but isn't it true that if you actually thought she was driving unsafely, you would have done that first? You would have pulled her over first.
If I had known for sure, what I did know for sure was there was a priority call I had to respond to.
So you didn't pull over Miss Dawson.
That's right.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Walsh?